Alright guys, what's going on? Looking at the grid layout. This method is quite different from the pack method that doesn't actually give you enough control, like specifying where you want to pack your widgets to. So the pack method just place stuff on the right, on the left, but with this method you can actually specify where they should be. The grid layout allows you to arrange your widgets in rows and columns, which makes it easy to understand. So enough talk, let's get started. So let's say you wanted to create maybe a login page that consists of a username and a password. A username and a password and an entry for which the credentials do go in. So let's first we can actually create our labels. In the last video we talked about labels, so if you haven't seen that, just go to. So I'm going to call my label I'm going to first create a variable for the label. So this is going to be so what am I doing? I'm going to use username okay, username label. Let me just give it like this, and I'm going to pass in the label value, and I'm going to call this label, and I'm going to pass in the root, and this root is just our empty window. So we are specifying that we want to pack this label into that empty window. So I'm going to just call root. I'm going to call root, and I'm going to add a text to that empty window. Since we have already packed our label onto the, we are going to specify what to display. So I'm going to call text, and I'm going to set this text to let me just say name. Okay, I'm going to call this name, and I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do the same for the password. I'm going to call this password label, and I'm going to okay, yeah, I'm going to call label value, and I'm going to pass in also the root, and I'm going to pass in a text that says password. So after we've done this, now we have to do the same for the space that the credentials do go in. So just like a blank, maybe like a blank space, blank window. So we have to code this. So I'm going to call that entry. So user entry, and this user entry is going to be equal to entry. That's what you're going to use if you are trying to create and this user maybe username or login page. You use the entry, and I'm going to call this entry, and I'm going to pass in root. There's no need for me to pass in any text in there, and I'm going to do the same for password. I'm going to call this password entry, and I'm also going to call the entry, and I'm going to call in the roots. So now that we've done this, we need to actually arrange this username and this password labels. We need to arrange them, and even the entry, we need to arrange them on a specific place where we want them. So that's where the grid comes in. So now I'm going to call in the user label first, and I'm going to use dot grid. The other time we use dot pack value, but now we are not going to use pack. We're just going to use dot grid, and when we do dot grid, we are just going to call in row. So our row will not be equal to 0, because Python starts counting from 0. So our row is going to be 0, and we'll do the same for password label dot grid, and we are going to call row. We're going to call row, and our row is just going to be, like you guess, row 1. Now we're going to come here and do the same for the entry. So we are just going to specify where the entry is going to. So that's user entry dot grid also, and we are just going to call in also. We are just going to call it row, and we'll set our row equal to row 0, and we have to call in the column for this. So we're just going to set in column, and our column is going to one column 1, because the label has taken the column 0, but we didn't specify it here. So we are going to do the same for the password entry, and we're just going to set it as dot grid, and we're going to pass in row. So our row is just going to be row 1, and our column is going to be column 1. So that's basically everything. Let's try and run this and actually see. Okay, you can actually see that it gives us the label and the entry, which you can actually type things in here. And so that's how you can actually create that's how you can actually create and use the grid layout rather. So what if we wanted to, like, okay, this our label now is arranged, they are arranged automatically to be placed at the center of the page. So what if we wanted to move them to the right or to the left? So to do this, we are just going to have to use something called sticky. So we are just going to come to our label, since that is what we wanted to move to the right, and we are just going to call in sticky, and we set our sticky equal to E. And the reason for this is, instead of right, left, top and bottom, we are just going to be using east, west, north and south in this. So and we're just going to come here and we're going to call this sticky, and we set this to the east. And now let's run this and actually see. You can actually see that it did place them it did align them to the east, as to the left, to the right rather, sorry. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and there will be more coming on your way. So just don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and also subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching. Bye.